Let's talk a little bit about Kobbie Mainoo. It's it's a complex situation. It's hard to pinpoint, the fault on one party or a singular person. But what's your take on the entire situation at the minute? Kobbie not getting minutes, his half brother wearing that T-shirt at Old Trafford last weekend, Ruben Amorim's comments about young players sometimes feeling entitled. What do you make of the entire situation?
It's frustrating, as a United fan, you want to see products of the academy coming through and doing well, and he did that. He came up, played his game, scored some important goals for the club, got called up for England, did well at the tournament. So it was all going perfectly well, and then for whatever reason this season he's not featured at all, really. And it's, people are starting to ask you questions, but it's hard to make a judgment of it all when you don't see the day-to-day, what's going on day to day. Obviously, the manager's the one who picks the team, so if he's not picking you, there must be a reason why. What is he not doing in training? What does he not like about the minutes that he's played? What's his attitude? What are their attitudes towards each other? And then little things like his brother wearing the shirt to the last game just adds fuel to the fire. So it is a frustrating scenario, because you do want to see Kobbie playing, because he is a talented young footballer. But at the same time, it's a manager's decision, and if he thinks you're not quite ready yet, then you as a youngster, you've got to show him daily what you can bring to the table, and showing that he can trust you and that you can be a starting player in his 11.
You can understand Kobbie's point of view, of course, since he, not too long ago, he was playing in a major championship final for England. He was an important player in a cup final for Manchester United as well under Erik ten Hag not too long ago. So you can understand his frustrations. But then also, Lee, when I think about it from Ruben's point of view, surely he has a point when he says that sometimes there is a bit of a sense of entitlement with young players demanding to be involved week in, week out. Where do you stand on this?
Yeah, I mean, his journey, it's happened quite quickly, hasn't it? And I probably can see where he's actually coming from. But, listen, we're not there day to day to understand what goes on the training field, or whether there's, at times a manager just doesn't get on with a player doesn't get on with a manager. We don't know what's going on behind the scenes, do we? Whether he's using that as an excuse, we don't know. I just think that with Kobbie Mainoo, he is a very young, talented individual. And he knows the football club well. You only need to see when he comes on the football pitch, Manchester United fans get out their seats because they know they've got someone of quality. Now, how we can stamp that down and find out what's actually going on, I don't think we ever will. I think the only way that we will find out is whether he leaves or he actually stays and puts a shirt on and plays week in, week out. And that's the frustrating thing for Manchester United fans and Manchester United, that they have someone of quality, but the talk of young players and maybe having things a little bit too soon, listen, it happens. That's the way the modern game's gone. Lots of young players are coming into teams now and performing and standing out. And unfortunately, that's where we're steering football at the moment. Young players are coming into football teams and really making impacts. And that's where I think he's got to use Kobbie Mainoo to his strengths.
Yeah, it's part of the evolution of the generation as well. Younger footballers these days, they want instant results and they can get opportunities in other teams. So it's difficult to really blame them for that frame of mind that they're in. It's going to be really interesting to see exactly how the Kobbie Mainoo situation unfolds, especially when the January market opens. Obviously, there have been links with a loan move, permanent transfer rumors even. We can only wait and see for now.